Good evening, Evangel faithful, and welcome to Friday Night Football Under the Lights here at Hohenberg Field in Wetumpka, Alabama, about 20 miles northeast of Montgomery. And tonight we got a big matchup as our Evangel Lightning take on our first conference game against Ezekiel Academy, the Knights, on what looks like to be a very competitive matchup between these two squads. Up here high atop the stadium, I have with me Wesley, Holmes on camera, Kirk, Stallings, assistant producer and working the live stream, and my color analyst, Scott Stafford. Scott, how are you tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great, man.
Good.
It's good to be back. Good to be under the lights here at Wetumpka, Alabama, and ready to see the Lightning hopefully get back on track tonight.
Yeah. So the Lightning, we come in with a record of 1-3 against Ezekiel's 2-2. So, the big storyline tonight is Eli Black. He is back in the game. The news is he'll be in starting at quarterback and may not be in on defense. But we got to get something going. A lot of the things we talked about last week is where's the dog in our fight?
Yep. Yeah, that's going to be the key tonight. As you mentioned, we're starting conference play, Lightning 1-3, but they still have a lot of goals ahead of them that they can achieve, including tonight beating a long-time rival, honestly, with Ezekiel. The rivalry hasn't been as much as it was in the past and maybe the more recent years, but still a very important game in this conference, and the Lightning look to go 1-0 if they can get a win here tonight.
Yeah, so looking at the game against the Freedom Cowboys, they play very similar. Their score was 38-0. Our score, of course, was 38-8. So they struggled against the big rushing games the Cowboys had. So hopefully we can take that same rushing game to them. Some of the key players for them on their side of the ball is number 7, that's senior Noah Sawyer. He's their top back, and he averages about 100 yards a game. And their quarterback, just a junior, number 3, Parker Preston, they don't do a lot of passing. He's 9-38 on the year, but he can hurt you with his legs.
Yeah, and this is going to be one of those games that comes down to who's going to be the toughest in the trenches.
Right.
We've got a banged-up quarterback, and we're probably going to lean on the run a little bit tonight with young sophomore Isaac Griffith, and probably not going to see Eli running it a lot, but he's going to have to distribute the ball to his skilled position players and get out of the way, hopefully, and try to stay healthy.
Yeah.
And then, so on the other side, it's going to be trying to stop their running game because, as you said, they're not going to throw it a lot. But I'm sure they've watched the film and seen that we've been exposed a little bit in the back end of our defense by some of our opponents earlier this season. So, but it all starts up front. If we can play with a little more physicality, a little more toughness in the trenches this week, establish the line of scrimmage on offense and get some push, and then on defense, just hit the guys in the mouth. I mean, figuratively speaking, of course. But,
absolutely.
Take the fight to them and try to impose our will on defense and get some stops.
Yeah. Like you said, Caleb Woods, Nivens, Loudon, the front line guys, got to establish the line. And then our linebackers, big Max Watson, our leading tackler on the team this year, they're really going to have to play it tough up the middle and make them try to use their legs so our cornerbacks can contain that run for hopefully some short yardage. But the film we've seen on their passing, they're very much nickel and dime, short screen passes, but they're not afraid to do a post route over the middle. So they're definitely going to mix it up on us. But like I said, I think if we can control the tempo of the game early, that's going to be in our favor.
Yep. So we're about 10.5 minutes away from kickoff. We should have the coin toss here momentarily. I want to, as you mentioned, we got Kirk Stallings, assistant producer, running the live stream tonight, and Wesley Holmes on the camera. Matt Holmes is your play-by-play announcer. I'm Scott Stafford, your color commentator and producer for tonight's game. We've got a number of sponsors that you will be hearing from throughout the night. We appreciate all of them in helping us produce this live stream tonight. Welcome if you're joining us from the Ezekiel side. I think we might have some Ezekiel fans joining us tonight. We appreciate y'all tuning in and everybody else. So we will take a break right now as we wait for the captains to come to midfield and have the coin toss and everything and listen to a word from our sponsors. We will be right back. You're watching Evangel Lightning Football. From minor bumps to unexpected injuries, Southern Immediate Care is here with expert care when it matters most. If you aren't feeling well, visit Southern Immediate Care in Helena from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week at 225 Helena Marketplace.
Noble Bank and Trust provides banking and financial services to meet a wide range of business and personal needs. Noble Bank and Trust. Welcome to personal banking.
Locally owned and operated by the Bates family, Clanton Tractor and Equipment has been a Kubota tractor dealer since 1988. Located in Clanton on Highway 31, just south of historic downtown Clanton. When lightning strikes, call Craig Doris State Farm, your local neighborhood agent. With over 20 years of service, Craig and his team are ready to help you navigate life's storms. They provide customized planning and risk management to protect your property, provide financial relief in loss, and realize long-term investment goals. Contact them today at craigdoris.com. Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle. And we're back. Captains for Evangel have made it to midfield. Let's see if we have Ezekiel captains. I don't even see.
Yeah, their team hadn't come out quite yet.
Yeah, they haven't come out from the field house over there, but here they come.
Yeah. As they make their way out, the last three matchups that we've had with Ezekiel over the last 2 years, a lot of points have been put on the board by both teams. So both coaches know how to get the offenses on attack. And I did want to mention the Ezekiel, they're coached by, I have two different names. Max Prep says one, their school website says another. So I have Coach Hunter Wilson and Coach David Lawrence. So I don't know if you know who the head coach is.
Hunter Wilson this year.
Hunter Wilson's the head coach. Okay,
yeah,
very good.
David Lawrence was actually 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. They had the name of the last year's coach escapes me, but But yeah, all great guys. They have had some turnover at the head coaching position. Hunter was involved last year and the last couple of years, but he stepped away. He's a young coach. He's got a young family and everything, and but he has taken back over the reins this year.
All right, so as we look down at the captains for Ezekiel, they have number 3, Parker Weston. He is their quarterback, so we've got to watch him on the field. Number 1, Terrence Sankey, a junior, and that is number 12, Landon Etheridge. He is the middle linebacker for the Ezekiel Knights, and he can cause a lot of trouble on the pass rush. So they got 3 great captains out there as they meet to shake hands in the middle and wait for the coin toss. So they're going over the instructions at midfield as Ezekiel comes out of their locker room getting ready to bust through their flag. And one of the things I noticed tonight was a lot more energy from the team as they were out there during pregame.
Yeah, pretty good crowd here at Hohenberg Stadium. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. We've played here, I guess, 4 years ago, and then 2 years ago when we were here, we played at the Wetumpka High School's field. This is the old Wetumpka High School stadium. They've got a nice new facility not too far from here, and we got to play on that turf a couple of years ago.
All right, as they separate, we'll see who looks like Ezekiel is going to receive. So we'll be kicking off to the Knights, and we were just here Monday night with our JV who had a big win, I believe 36-0. We were down here for that. Just some impressive talent to look forward to as we move into the future.
Yeah, Evangel's a young football team. You know, that's probably contributed to some of their struggles this year early on. 7 seniors, 7 juniors, and then, 12 or 13 sophomores?
Something like that.
And so it
and many of those start, those sophomores.
That's right.
So the captain's heading back to their squads for the breakout to run through their banners. I'm assuming we'll have the prayer and national anthem in just a moment. But here comes your Evangel Lightning. Like I said, a lot of energy tonight as they bust through the banner, ready to play to hopefully get back on track and bring that excitement back to Evangel.
Yeah, the team looked really loose in warm-ups, which is a good sign, you know. You always wondered about the psyche of a young team that struggled this much early in the season, but they look like they're fired up and ready to play tonight. So at this point, I would expect to have the prayer and anthem.
Yep.
Yeah, wait.
All right, so the refs huddle up.
Here we go.
Yep.
I'd ask that if you can, that you'd please rise and remove your hat for a word of prayer, followed by the national anthem. Let's pray. So, Father, we're so thankful for a beautiful night to play football. God, I pray that you would be with all the players, all the coaches, all the cheerleaders, and the referees. God, I pray that you would keep your hand on everyone here. God, we pray for protection. Lord, I pray for good sportsmanship. And God, I pray that above all, everything that's done here tonight would bring you glory. We thank you for it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. All right, second week in a row that Evangel is going to kick to start the game. But I believe last week Freedom chose to receive.
They did.
They won the opening toss and chose to receive. So Evangel will get to go on defense first, and as we said, a chance to make a statement here in the early going.
Early on. Yeah, we've noticed a lot of good things, even though we've had that struggles. People are stepping up. Number 7 for us, David Johnson, has made quite an impact coming in at corner. So I would like to see him continue that trend because we're going to need it against a team that's heavy on the rush as Nick Sanders and the rest of the team run out to get ready for the kickoff, the opening kickoff of tonight's game. Again, we're here in Wetumpka, Alabama, playing the Ezekiel Knights. And deep to receive is number 1, their captain, Terrence Sankey. He is a junior, 5'10", 170 pounds. So I'm gonna, if I were a betting man, but I'm not, I'm gonna bet pooch kick right here because I think we've done that 10 out of the last 11 kicks.
Yeah, and Coach Smith likes to do that on a 100-yard field, you know, because it's a wider area to cover 53 yards instead of 40. So he tends to do some directional kicking, pooch kicking, and squib kicking.
And it's going to be an onside. The guy drops low, immediately gets it. So they're going to take over about the 48-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10, Ezekiel Knights, as they are led out there by number 3, Parker Weston, as Caleb Woods trots onto the field with the rest of the defense to get something started.
Yeah, it looks like the Lightning will come out with big Caleb Woods at nose guard, Jackson Loudon, and I didn't see who's on the other side at defensive end.
It's usually Nivens, but I can't see that far.
It is Jack Nivens.
All right, so they got 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near, as in the shotgun formation. As the chains get set. There's the snap. He's dropping back to pass. Little wheel route out to the side. And there he is, number 7. That's David Johnson. We mentioned him early on for a short gain, so that's going to bring up, I believe, I don't even know if it was a gain. I believe it's going to be 2nd 10.
Yeah, great job there by David Johnson. Kind of playing, a little bit out of position with the corner responsibility. Actually, is he playing linebacker?
It looked like he was set up as linebacker.
I think he's at linebacker tonight. So Coach Smith and Coach Clay Romano making some adjustments on the defense to try to put the guys in the best position to make plays, and great job there. He's got the slot guy there coming out into the flats, or the running back, and was in good position to make the tackle.
All right, so they're lined up in the same set. There's the snap. It's going to be a direct run with Preston trying to break it outside. Loudon right there and pushed out of bounds hard by Max Watson, and that is number 2, Trey Hope. So that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Yeah, nice job up front. They are, doing what we asked, is just attacking at the point of contact there. Jackson Loudon did a good job of maintaining his position, maintaining the edge there, and not letting the guy get the corner.
Yeah. Now in at nose for Woods is 54, Wyatt Chandler, a senior. There's the snap. Looking for that screen pass we saw earlier. It's going to be way overthrown, incomplete. Brings up a 4th and long for Ezekiel. We'll see. Looks like they're bringing out their punt team.
Interesting. So Ezekiel is choosing to try to spread Evangel out here in the early going, hit the perimeter with 2 wide passes in the first drive. Thankfully, that was a little over the head, as there was a blocker out there.
Yeah, nobody deep for Evangel. Looks like we're putting the rush on right here. So there's the snap. And is that Hope gets a big hand on it, and we're going to pick it up. There goes Ben Davis. Nobody in front of him. Hang on to the ball, Ben. And that's going to be a touchdown, Lightning.
Wow. Trey Hope just came unimpeded to the kicker and got all ball. Ben Davis, right place, right time.
Yes. I'd like to see that ball tucked in a little more, but, hey, I'll take 6 any way we can get it. We can coach that up later. So a big start for our Lightning here as we get ready for the 2-point conversion. As we see Eli in the game for the first time. I think it's a good start for Eli to come in when it's not a high-pressure situation. We certainly want the 2 points. As Isaac Griffith hustles off the side to the sideline.
And Eli Black's the 3rd of the black kids to come through the program, and I believe last week was the first game that one of them's missed due to an injury. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure about that.
All right, so we got 3 wideouts to the far side. We bring a man in motion. There's the snap. And Eli's going to try to take it up the middle. Nowhere to go. Right call, just try to take it down. Don't want to hurt himself, but that's going to be no good as the Lightning start out 6-0 on top here early in the game.
Yeah, Lightning have struggled all year on 2-point conversions, and one failed attempt here in the early going tonight.
All right, so Nick Sanders back on the field again early for the Lightning as we prepare for the kickoff. And the first one just didn't have a lot of bounces right away, so maybe this next one might have a couple of bad hops in there. All right, so we spread across this 53-yard field, preparing for kickoff. And there's the pooch to the far side. Nobody's there. If it drops him, takes a backspin, but it will go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line as a flag comes out. So I believe they'll take over at the 35.
Yep, and that's, that's actually better than the onside kick if you don't get it right.
I agree.
Just kick it out of bounds. It's so dangerous kicking it deep on a 53-yard wide field with in 8-man football.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're
We
new
have
to
been burned on
8-man,
that.
if you're new to 8-man football, and I know we have some people out there that are, we typically play on an 80-yard field, but there's occasions where we're out here, and it makes a difference having that wider field as they come out in their traditional 2 wide out to the far side, 1 to the near. Preston in at quarterback. There's the snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Really nowhere to go, but he breaks outside. And Watson trying to track him down, but he's taken down by number 15, James Wolf, for about a 13, 14-yard gain.
Yeah, that was all. Who was that running it? Was that Park? That wasn't Wesley.
That's number 7. Should be Noah Sawyer.
Noah Sawyer. That was all Sawyer on that play.
Yeah.
The Lightning did a good job shutting down, the hole that he was trying to run in, and he cut it back. And I thought 56 for the Lightning. Whitbourne might have had a chance, but he let him get outside.
So that's their first down of the night as they break the huddle.
Whitbourne, a senior, but it's his first year playing football for the Lightning.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that about Whit.
Yep.
All right, so he's dropping back to pass, looks over the middle to number 1. He makes the grab, gets out of the first tackle as Max Watson brings him down, but not before first down. Looks like there's a fumble, but I think the refs are saying he was – no, it is a turnover for the Lightning.
Wow.
Let's look at the replay.
Yeah, little loose handling of the ball there. Looks like the turf monster got him, though. That might have been – I don't think an Evangel player hit him.
Well, a big turnover right here for Evangel as Eli Black jogs into the huddle to deliver the play from the sideline.
So 2 drives, 2 turnovers so far for the Lightning. One was, I guess, a blocked punt turnover on downs, but good job by the defense so far.
Yeah, so Ben Davis and Trey Hope split to the near side. Drop fumble. Eli's going to try to scramble outside. Fake to the pass. He's trying to get upfield for about a 5-yard gain. So a little bit of a busted play opening there for the Lightning.
Yeah, good job by Eli to just get what you can, and you can see the athleticism that we were missing there. Of course, Trey Hope came in and did a nice job last week at quarterback. He just doesn't quite have the experience that Eli has. And the athleticism there got him about 6 yards on first down. It's going to bring up second and a short 4, actually 3.
Yeah, so Trey Hope goes to the sideline and Cruz Romano in. As they have a tight set right here. It's a new formation I haven't seen for the Lightning. There's snap's going to be a handoff up the middle. It's going to be a first down as Isaac Griffith grinds it out for about an 8-yard gain.
Yep, Max Watson was in the backfield, and they ran a little counter play to Griffith there. Well-designed play.
All right, so that brings up 1st and 10 right at midfield for the Lightning. As we have a little nice pace going here for the offense. They break the huddle as Davis and Hope go to the far side. Looks like they're bringing somebody up. There's the snap, another inside handoff. Hit immediately by number 12. That's Landon Etheridge. We talked about him earlier. He is dangerous.
Yeah, a little run blitz there. He shot the gap, and Eli McDonald did what he could to try to push him out of the way, but he ran right into Griffith in the backfield.
So Griffith pops out, and Nick Sanders in for the Evangel Lightning. It's going to be a 2nd and 14. So they break the huddle with Hope going to the far side and Davis here to the near side.
2 tight ends this time.
And he rolls out to his right. He's looking to pass, and he's going to find Hope wide open down the field. He's marching down the sideline. He's got somebody trying to catch him. I don't think he can do it. Touchdown, Lightning!
Well-designed play. You had Ben Davis running in the flats. It looked like that was who he was going to throw it to. But instead, he throws it to Hope on a little flag route there as he faked the in cut and then cut it back to the outside.
Yeah, so right now it doesn't look like Eli has missed a beat. Finding his guy, lays it right into the basket as we have our second 2-point attempt for the game, and still 7:06 left in this first period.
Yeah, and I like the way Coach Smith who is calling the plays this year, by the way, gets Eli out on the perimeter and running the first couple of pass plays here and, trying to protect him, make sure he doesn't get hit.
Yeah, so Watson and Griffith flanking Eli in the shotgun formation. Another drop snap. Eli falls on it. Smart thing to do. That's the second time tonight we've had that, but as we come out of that, it's 12-0. Your Evangel Lightning on top, but in 8-man football, things can change very quickly.
Yeah, and Ezekiel's not doing too bad on offense. They just had the turnover and overshot one of their passes, or else they could have been moving the ball a little more effectively on those first couple of drives. But this is what you wanted to see, come out fast, make a statement here in the early goings. They just got to maintain the intensity and the momentum, and that's one of the things you worry about with a young team. Ezekiel's on the other side is young too. I think I only counted about 6 or 7 seniors for them as well. So 2 young teams here. Coach Hunter Smith, Coach Tim Smith, both kind of rebuilding their programs this year.
All right, so Nick Sanders back to kick for the 3rd time tonight for the Lightning. As their deep man scoots up a little bit. So another pooch real high this time. He calls for the fair catch, and they're going to take over. It looks like about the 41 on their own side.
Yep, smart play there by 24. Nathan Andrews to fair catch that one. We've seen Evangel get some of those because they didn't fair catch it.
Yeah.
Or just let it drop sometimes. Yep. I'm sure Coach Hunter Smith has seen that on film a few times. And
yes, he has.
Has coached his guys well.
All right, so they break the huddle. Caleb Woods back in at nose guard for the Lightning. It's going to be a handoff to Sawyer up the middle. Nowhere really to go as Johnson and Max Watson are there, and in comes the flag for about a 2.5 yard gain.
Yeah, probably going to be a hold. No, personal foul, face mask on the defense. Okay. Somebody swiping at the runner there and grabbed the face mask.
So that's going to give a first down to the Knights. Looks like they counted off some extra yards, but that's just me from way back here.
Well, we're on a 100-yard field, so it's the 15-yard variety instead of the 10-yard on an 80-yard field.
All right, so the Knights back at it, 1st and 10 from the 40. And he's looking to pass a little screen pass over to number 1. That's Terrence Sankey. He gets around, but Johnson there to take him down, but not after about a 7-yard gain for the Knights. So it's going to bring up 2nd and short.
Yeah, Alex Martin in good position. Got to wrap him up.
So, yeah, one of the things we saw in film, they'll do these short passes, little short kind of screen-looking passes, and then they'll do a fake pass, and the quarterback will go around to the other side. So we got to make sure we're staying at home.
Spreading out again.
Yep. There's dropping back to pass, early whistle.
False start on the offense.
Okay.
Thrown by the line
judge. That's a very hurtful
the
penalty on the Knights. That's going to take them back to about 2nd and 7. So the Knights going to try to go back at it again. A little bit slower pace for the Knights as they come out in the same set. 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. As we're looking under 6 minutes in this first period. He's looking to pass. He's looking to go deep to Terrence. And it's going to be picked off by, is that number 3, Ben Davis? Or
it is.
It's Ben Davis with a pick as the Lightning will take over on their own 5-yard line.
Yeah, some hand fighting going on out there, but both sides were getting at it, so no penalty flag thrown. And you can see Ben had a position on the offensive player and went up and got the ball.
So we're taking over deep in our territory is where our line's got to make sure they stay tough in the trenches as we push their guys back.
And I like what I've seen so far from the defensive line for Evangel. They are getting a push up front, but they've got that number 7, Noah Sawyer, is a good running back. They've really got to wrap him up.
All right, so we're going to be taking the snap on the goal line as we hand off to Griffith up the middle. There's a little bit of a hole as he's hit hard by number 1, Terrence Sankey, for about 2 or 3 yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, on the other side for Ezekiel, penetration again from the defense. So Lightning have got to shore up some things on the offensive line because the Knights are shooting the gaps and getting in the backfield quickly.
Yes, they are. Yeah, it's tough when their down linemen are in that standing athletic position. As we spread out a receiver to the wide side or the far side and the near side. Black looks to pass, going to be a little stop route, throws it over the head of Hope, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, you just wonder how much that AC strain, I mean, it's not his throwing shoulder, but, you know, it still kind of keeps you off balance a little bit.
Maybe we're just setting up here for a stop and go. As we come out in the same set, Davis to the near side. Trey Hope not spread too far out, a little closer to the edge. Big number 12 steps up in the gap. He's bringing the blitz. Looking to pass as he's going to throw deep to Davis. He's got to step on number 2, and there he goes. He's just got to outrun him. He's going to the middle of the field as number 4, Donovan Gentry, tracks him down. But it's going to be a big gain down to about the 37-yard line for the Lightning.
And Ben Davis, you know, he showed out at last year as a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he was a sophomore last year, and with Will Welch and Cade Joyner, you know, the 2 primary receivers for Evangel last year, he made the most of his chances.
Yes.
And now he's become the featured receiver for the Lightning. He gets a interception just a minute ago, and now he's got a big play on offense.
One of the things that he not only is he great at, but he just runs great routes. And that just so helpful for the quarterback as we hand it off to Griffith up the middle, and there's nobody there to stop him. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Lightning!
And that's where you can get bitten sometime with those run blitzes is they ran upfield too much that time and ran right by Griffith.
Yeah, they just over-pursued that blitz, and there was nobody in the secondary to stop and or catch Isaac. That's only like his, 2nd, maybe 3rd touchdown of the season. 2nd touchdown of the season. So great job, number 22, again, a young guy, sophomore, Isaac Griffith, as we're attempting our 3rd 2-point attempt for the Lightning.
Yeah, the Lightning have had a tradition of having really good running backs, really all good skill position, really. But a lot of the future is bright with Griffith.
Yeah. So Eli rolls out, trying to get it to Davis. No, that's Johnson. Did he get in?
It was Davis, yeah.
It was Davis.
Right,
okay, so yeah, successful 2-point conversion. Nice roll-up pass. Great hands again by Davis to reach down and grab that ball.
Yeah, the defender kind of gave him a little rub as he got into his route there, and Davis did a good job to get off of that. And perfect pass from Eli to lay it out there to him.
All right.
I did not see this coming, to be honest.
No, I mean, just a lot of, again, I think it's just the guys that I know this week, they really focused on physicality. And I think, obviously, we're seeing a big difference of that here, especially with, I think, our linebackers and front line D not getting pushed off the ball and making contact closer to the line of scrimmage.
We haven't scored 20 points in the first quarter this year, I don't believe, or in any quarter.
All right, so Sanders.
Actually, I think we might have, was it the Rendell Parrott or game number 2?
Yeah,
Rendell Parrott?
The Patriots. There's the little pooch kick. No fair catch. It's going to drop. We're there. Going to get the ball in
Oh.
bounds? No, they're going to say it went out of bounds before he touched it. It's so far away. It was a great hustle. I can't.
Was it Chattanooga?
Yeah, so the Knights are going to take over at about the 31-yard line.
So now if you're Coach Hunter Smith, you know, big challenge for them, you know, 20-point hole here in the early going. Getting his guys to right the ship here.
Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line for the Knights. So it's going to be a handoff up the middle. He's going to try to bounce it outside. Loudon gets his hands on him, but then taken down by number 7. That's David Johnson, but not after a big gain. So it's going to be about 2nd and 3 for the Knights.
Yeah, I want to see Loudon right there just get upfield a little bit more and cut him back inside because he's, you know, just a stretch play. And that's got to be the defensive end turning him back in there. If he turns him back in, it's probably a 2 or 3 yard gain instead of a 7-yard gain.
And that was run by number 7, Noah Sawyer, a senior. He's got 412 yards on the year, so he can be dangerous as well as they come in their typical shotgun formation. There's a snap looking for that screen pass early. We got Watson there in the middle, and Venable with a hard takedown. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Knights.
Yeah, Venable, 5'8", 149-pound junior, but he plays with a lot of heart. And he's made an impact here, another newcomer to the Lightning program. We've said that a lot this year.
Yes, we have.
Again, right there, Caleb Woods is the only guy out there on defense right now that was a starter last year.
Wow. So 3rd and short. There's going to be a flag, might be a legal motion.
Yeah, another false start.
So another tough penalty for the Knights, just kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They had one on the last drive. They had a 2nd and short and then a false start. So that's going to make it about a 3rd and 6 for the Knights. So a big 3rd down for our defense to really come through right here.
I think they only moved the ball back 4 yards instead of 5. The guy that's holding the down marker's got it on the
yes, he does.
On the 40, but the ball is spotted at about the 41.
Yep. All right, so it's going to be a quarterback draw as Johnson comes up hard, looking to take him down. Great job containing him for about a 3 or 4 yard loss. It's going to bring up 4th and 8 for the Knights.
Yeah, and Jackson Loudon made that play right there.
Yes.
You know, they ran it right at him. He sealed the edge, didn't let him cut it back inside, or got him to cut it back inside where Loudon was, where David Johnson was right there.
All right, so Preston staying in. Looks like they're going to be going for it here as they're in their own territory. It looks like at about the 37-yard line. So it's 4th and 9. See if they try to draw us off, although I don't know if that would do much for them. But no, here they are. Got 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They're looking to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. Early taken down hard. I didn't see what number that was.
I believe that was Nivens. No, it wasn't. It was 56. Whitbourne.
Yeah, Whitbourne coming off the corner. That's another turnover on downs for the Evangel Lightning, and things are just clicking early on as we're below 2 minutes in this first period.
Yeah, Whitbourne and Trey Hope are 2 seniors that this is their first year playing football for the Lightning. They're baseball players. They're good athletes, but just chose to come out this year for their first year of Lightning football and making an impact. The only problem with that is, you know, the experience level. You know, you're starting to see them grow up and mature and really contribute.
Yes. So Max Watson, he spread out to the far side. Don't see that or to the near side too often. But there you got a number 7 for them. That's their running back, Noah Sawyer. Big sack on Eli Black.
Yeah, he's very fast off the edge there, and Isaac Griffith had no shot
All right, so that's going to 5-10, about 2nd and 23 for the Lightning as Eli gets the call from the sideline.
Yeah, Eli's got to see that and step up in the pocket and not try to get to the outside because your running back's beat.
Showing blitz again. Low snap to Eli. He's trying to step up through the pocket. Does he make it out of there? Again, they're just getting really good pressure on Eli. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Lightning.
Yeah, the Knights are dialing up some blitzes. They brought 5 that time, and it was the 5th guy coming that finally grabbed his jersey before the rest of the defense could get there to bring him down.
Yeah, so it's 3rd and 25 for the Lightning after another loss. Lightning have receivers 2 out to the far side. I believe that's Griffith flanking Eli. Looking to pass. They're going to let it go for a little screen pass over the middle to Griffith. Kind of tripped up. He made some good yardage, but it's still going to be 4th and about 15. And we're in their territory, so I would not be surprised if we go for it right here.
Yeah. That was a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yes, it was.
Well, I don't know. He might not have got to the outside.
I believe there's a timeout on the field.
All right.
Oh, end of the first quarter.
Yep,
end of the first quarter.
So, quarter 1 in the books. Lightning up 20-0. We'll be right back. You're watching Lightning football. Located in the 1022 Tower right next to Shelby Baptist Hospital, Dermatologists of Birmingham has been serving all ages in the Shelby, Chilton, and Bibb Counties area for almost 20 years. Discover healthier, more radiant skin with Dermatologists of Birmingham, your trusted experts for comprehensive medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology care in Alabama. Visit their website to book an appointment today. Visit Helena Hollow Entertainment Farm and Pumpkin Patch in Helena, Alabama for a day well spent. With everything from zip lines and 100-foot slides to live llamas and kangaroos, Helena Hollow has some form of fun for everyone in the family. Helena Hollow is open throughout the year for seasonal events including The Patch, Supper with Santa, Princess Brunch, Mother's Day Rodeo, and offers 3 event venues for birthday parties and other celebrations. Come see Helena Hollow, where the good times grow.
All right, we are back as we start the second quarter. We've seen some adjustments, at least early on, for the Lightning offenses. The Knights have been showing blitz, and we had a nice little screen play over the middle. We're on the Knights 35. It's 4th and 15. So we have the 2 running backs flanking Eli in the backfield. And
yep.
Yeah, they're going to get them.
They were in the neutral zone.
Offsides on the defense, so.
In high school football, you don't have to make contact.
That's right.
You can just, if you get into the neutral zone, you're offsides. So I want to mention real quick, our first quarter period sponsors were Keystone Surfaces and Crimson Septic and Construction.
Yeah, and just what a genius play. Coming out of the end of the quarter, you're going in for your first play. You're not thinking they're going to do a hard count. So great coaching right there with the Lightning coaching staff. We come out in the same formation. It's now 4th and 10 from the Knights 30-yard line. So there's a snap. Good snap to Eli. Good blocking. I think that ball is right in the hands of Trey Hope, and he makes one man, makes 2 guys miss, and he's going to walk into the end zone for touchdown, Lightning.
Trey Hope doing a little Ryan Williams impression there, didn't he?
Yes, he did. So that play only took about 18 seconds for us to get into the end zone.
Wow. Yeah, the passing game is so much more dynamic when you've got 2 effective receivers,
right.
You know. Not that Evangel doesn't have other receivers,
yep.
But Trey Hope with his experience and athleticism, or mainly his athleticism, he doesn't really have that much experience, but Ben Davis has a lot of talent and experience as well.
Yeah. Young Sawyer Welch in at quarterback. Toss pitch as we're going to try to hit the edge. He's going to try to lower his shoulder. and gets knocked out. No good on the two-point conversion as he was hit hard. I didn't see who that was for us. Is that Davis?
That was
Ben
Davis,
Davis
yeah.
trying to hit the edge on there, but that's going to make the Lightning 26-0 as we just started this second quarter with 11:42 left to go in this first half.
So the Lightning are 26-0. So that's 4 touchdowns. Is my math correct there? So they're 1 for 4 on two-point conversions.
Yeah, and as we get more into conference play, those two-point conversions are going to be very important to make sure we start executing those. All right, so Sawyer Welch back on the field now for the kickoff team. I'm trying to see who he might be replacing out there. Is Trey Hope usually on the?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, he's out there on the far edge to contain that. And he has good hands too, so maybe they try to. It doesn't look like he's going to do a onside to the far side. So here comes Nick Sanders. Another pooch punt. He's not fair catching it. Oh, he went straight down. So dangerous play right there. That's number 21, Jack Dowling, the sophomore, with the catch. It goes straight down to his knees as they're going to take over. It looks like on about the 55, the 45-yard line.
39.
No,
actually.
39.
Yeah.
Okay. Chain game's confusing me down there.
Yeah, and again, we don't have the yard numbers on the field, so we have to look all the way to the other sideline, and they're kind of hard to see from our perspective up here.
All right, so the Knights take over at first down in their typical shotgun formation. There's the snap, the little screen pass. Not really a lot of place to go. It's Max Watson, Caleb Woods, and David Johnson all right there to take him down. Looks like it's going to be about a 1-yard loss, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, the timing was a little disrupted because the pass was off the mark, but, you know, it's really hard to run that kind of play into the boundary there like they did, and because the Lightning, you know, don't have as far to run. The interior linemen and linebackers don't have as far to run over there to catch up.
All right, so they break the huddle. That's at 2nd and 11. Alex Martin goes over to the far side to cover the receiver. Looking to pass. He throws over the middle. Martin trying to strip that ball out. It's going to be about a 6-yard gain, so that brings up about 3rd and 5 for the Knights.
Nice pass there by the quarterback, Parker Weston. Weston, right?
Yes.
And good coverage by Martin.
And Caleb Woods going to the sideline and coming in as senior Wyatt Chandler. So Noah Sawyer lining up a little bit behind the quarterback. There's a snap, straight draw up the middle, hit immediately, bounced off. A Venable trying to bring him down, still not taking him down as Max Watson comes in, possibly saves a touchdown, but that's going to bring up a first down as they cross midfield.
Yeah, it was actually David Johnson that got basically run over there. And
oh, it was David who came back and took him out.
Wow, toughness from the quarterback, Parker Weston.
Yes.
And that's what you want to see if you're Hunter Smith, you know. Who's going to step up here? Who's going to make a play? Who's going to say, you know, put this team on their back and say, follow me?
Right. All right, so first down for the Knights. One of the biggest gains of the evening. Going to be a handoff. Nowhere to go. Venable comes in a little late. Looks like that was Chandler for the Lightning. Yeah, number 54, Wyatt Chandler. It's a big tackle for a loss, bringing up about 2nd and 12.
Yeah, Chandler in the 2 gap there, and he just ran. Nobody blocked him.
Yeah.
Wyatt Chandler, the senior, you might want to block him.
Yeah.
His older brother, Zach Chandler, was a defensive end force for the Lightning a few years ago, one of those championship teams.
Fantastic. All right, there's the snap. They're looking to pass. He's trying to throw it deep. The ball's way up in the air. Venables going to knock it down. No flag. Great defense.
Ben Davis.
Oh, was that
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're right. It was Venable. It's 13, not 3.
Yeah. And I can't tell if that's Kaysen or Carson. I apologize.
Kaysen.
It's Kaysen Venable.
Yep.
So Kaysen, great coverage. I mean, he was on him the whole time. Very fortunate it was just broken up for the Knights, which is going to bring up 3rd and 12.
Yeah, the Lightning basically have 3 DBs in the game with Venable, Martin, and Ben Davis, which is smart since they're spreading us out a lot.
Yeah. So, again, he's looking to pass over the middle to number 4. That was Donovan Gentry, kind of off the mark there, so it's going to bring up 4th and long. Be interesting to see what they call here. And I know they've crossed midfield.
Yeah, you're in plus territory down by 4 scores. Probably going to go for it here.
So the Lightning defense holding strong right now after a big opening gain of the series. As Noah Sawyer, 6 behind the quarterback. Going to be a play-action pass. Looking to go deep. Chandler trying to chase him down. Loudon trying to chase him down. Venable right there to hit him hard. They're going to gain about 7 yards, but that's not enough to get to the line of gain. So the Lightning take over. It's going to be 1st and 10. It looks like the 38, 39-yard line.
Good job by the defense to cover really well in the back end, and good pursuit by the linebackers to get him down before. But you see the toughness there of Parker Weston.
Oh, yes.
5'10", 180 pounds, and he's a tough dude to bring down.
Yes. As the Lightning start back again with 8:23 to go in this second period. Things are going well right now for the Lightning as we have 2 wideouts to the near side, and we're not really taking full advantage of the wide field. As Romano goes in motion, low snap, trying to get it to Isaac up the middle. Great job just getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and the Lightning, we saw it a little while ago. They ran a screen play. That's what we're going to have to do to try to slow down the speed rush of this Knights defense. They get upfield really, really fast and really disruptive in the backfield. So we've got to get the ball out on the perimeter, run some screen passes, and try to get them off balance a little bit.
So that brings up 2nd and 9. That's Griffith again flanking Black. And they're going to call another flag. I believe it's going to be on the defense again.
False start.
Ooh, false start. So somebody on the Lightning moved. That's going to push us back behind the chains. Going to make it about 2nd and 14.
Oh, I think they're going to get Trey Hope. He had a little flinch there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Romano in the game. He's to the near side with Hope. Low snap, Eli takes it. There's that screen pass we were talking about. As Griffith, I think he was expecting to get hit right away, and there was nobody around him. We're going to gain about 4 yards. But the play was right there. I don't know really what happened.
Yeah, he just didn't really do a good job of following his blockers there. Yeah. There was 2 blockers. The 2 linebackers were there. One of the linebackers had 2 blockers on him. If he'd bounced it back to the far side, he would have been a lot better position to get a longer run out of that.
All right, so that brings up 3rd and 11 for the Lightning. As the clock rolls down here, 6:37, 6:38. Ben Davis to the far side, Trey Hope to the near side. Double tight ends. And Eli's going to take the ball up the middle. He's got running room. There's nobody there. He's down. He's going to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He's taking off. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Lightning.
No flags on the play, just making sure there. I thought I heard somebody say it might have been a hold.
Yeah.
Maybe a fan wishful thinking there.
There's a lot of extra referees in the stands at every football game I go to.
Yeah, and there you see how dynamic the offense can be with Eli Black in the lineup.
All right, so Sawyer Welch back in at quarterback for this 2-point attempt.
Are we under a hot clock? Why are they running the clock?
Yeah, but not in the first half. All right, there's a fake pitch. Welch looking to throw. He's wide open. Oh, those.
Yeah, that is Sawyer Welch.
Okay.
My bad.
Yep, so to Griffith, I thought that was going to Watson deep in the back of the end zone. So just overthrows Isaac Griffith as the Lightning rolling strong here, 32-0 over the Ezekiel Knights.
Yeah, if he throws it to Watson, he's got the conversion.
Yep.
So we are under a hot clock, apparently.
Yeah, and a hot clock, for those who are new to the game, once a team is up 30 points, the clock does not stop unless there is a timeout called. But I've never seen one occur in the first half. And I believe the coach is talking to the ref about it down there. As we're taking our time, it allows the clock to keep on rolling.
There's an official, yeah. There's an official in the Evangel huddle, too. Where's the white hat?
He was with the.
Okay, he's over there with our team. I see him.
So about a minute's rolled off the clock since that 2-point attempt. As Nick Sanders leads the team on the field. Sawyer Welch still out there on the far side. The clock now below 4 minutes left to go in the first half. So Nick Sanders, a pooch as a fair catch. Looks like at about the 32-yard line. And let my middle-aged eyes try to figure out who caught that ball. Still can't see the number. Is that 22?
It's hard to see those dark numbers on the black jerseys. 26.
26, so that's Zeke Mills. He's a senior for the Ezekiel Knights as they take over at 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to be on the 34. And the usual suspects out there still for the Lightning. Actually, I think Cruz Romano's out there now. I think he's going to take Johnson's spot.
Nivens and Bourne are the defensive ends for the start of this series.
All right, so there's a handoff, and he's right there. Oh, but he gets around it. Taken down by Romano and Watson. Had a chance for a big loss in the backfield, but number 7, that's Noah Sawyer, just muscling it down the field. Is going to make it 2nd and about 4.
Yeah, Nivens almost had him in the backfield. Whitbourne had him for a short gain.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Weston gets the call from the sideline, jogs over. As the clock continues to roll, the Lightning up 32-0. So they got 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near. As they bring up Sawyer, he's going to split out. They're looking to pass. Nivens there, and who's off the edge? That's number 56, Whitbourne, for a huge loss.
Yeah, Lightning brought 4 rushers that time. You know, that's something we haven't really seen a lot in other games that I thought Coach Romano might dial up some more of that in the early going, but good to see that time. The offensive line is outnumbered and nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up 3rd and about 18 for the Ezekiel Knights. It's a minute 42 as the clock continues to roll. And the Knights just not having an answer yet for our own Evangel Lightning. There's the snap, looking to pass. Over the middle, he hangs on to the ball, and the ball comes out. And I think he grabbed it right back up. I couldn't see who made the catch.
Heads up play by number 50 that actually fell on it for Ezekiel, right?
Yeah, that's Daniel Groff. He's a freshman, big freshman, 6 foot, 200 pounds. So that was number 1, Terrence Sankey, one of the captains for the Knights tonight. As it's going to be 4th and 15, and they're looking to punt. Nobody deep for the Lightning as of yet, as we're coming up on 45 seconds left in this first half.
Looks like the Lightning are going to play this one safe. I don't see a rush coming here.
They just got 3 guys on the line. And I think
they're going to wait and get a timeout here.
Yeah, and the clock will continue. Nope, they actually stopped the clock on that.
Stop it on a timeout. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll take a break and give you a word from our sponsors. Be right back.
Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. With decades of experience, they offer one coordinated plan for your investments, tax-smart planning, business, and legacy. At Veritas, it all starts with a conversation and ends with a strategy tailored just for you. Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. Contact them at 205-598-1781.
With over 20 years of experience, Keystone Surfaces can make your natural stone dreams come true. They have accessible pricing, and the staff is always working to make sure their clients are 100% happy with the final product. They work with granite, marble, quartz, quartzite, onyx, and soapstone. If you're looking for exceptional quality for your next kitchen or bath project, give them a call today.
And we're back from the timeout. Here's the snap. Going to be a nice little low punt as Ben Davis is trying to attack it. He's going to kind of mishandle it, and he falls on it. And I believe the clock's going to continue to roll out, and that's going to take us to halftime as your Evangel Lightning.
Actually, they will stop,
they did stop it
just for the change of possession,
gotcha.
And then I think they will start it.
There they go again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so both teams going to be heading to their respective areas to discuss the first half. On this first half, all I can say is I saw a lot of good things.
Absolutely. You know, we talked about it will be one in the trenches, but I think the skill position players have really showed up because there hadn't been a lot, you know, they've got a lot of penetration on our offensive line, but our defensive line has played really well.
Very well. And like you said, we've seen different things from Coach Romano closing those gaps.
There's a Lightning player that's being helped off the field. I can't see the number.
I think it was Ben. He may have gotten hit kind of hard after he dove on that ball. Yeah, it's Ben Davis.
Oh, that's not good. Well, the Evangel color guard looks like they're getting ready to perform.
Or is it the cheerleaders? I'm not sure. They're down to the far side of the field.
Okay. Wes, can you zoom in? And now for the Evangel color guard.
All right, great job by our cheerleaders and color guards. I'm so excited they have the opportunity to showcase their talent and the effort they've put in and week out, and especially coming to these away games. But we still got about 15 minutes before the second half kicks off, so we're going to let you hear a few words from our sponsors. You are watching Evangel Lightning Football.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Call Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba and trust the experience that counts. With over 17 years in this business, Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba has sold homes, flipped homes, and helped countless families and investors achieve their real estate dreams. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or your next big investment, she's got you covered. Call Mandy Welch at Exit Realty Cahaba today, because your next move deserves to be the right move. There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to planning for your future. Chandler Financial Group understands that your financial goals are unique and your needs are going to change at various stages of your life. With over 28 years of experience in financial services, they can help you tailor a financial plan that meets your unique needs. Call Chandler Financial Group today at 205-620-9499 to schedule your free initial consultation. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Osaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth. At Davis Orthopedics, we understand the toll that athletics can take on our bodies. Our sports medicine services utilize cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitation to help patients recover from injuries and surgery and get back on the field. Appointments are available online at mattdavisortho.com. Matt Davis Orthopedics is a proud supporter of Evangel Lightning Athletics. Team Massey Properties has 44 years of real estate knowledge and experience serving the real estate needs of Shelby, Jefferson, Chilton, and surrounding counties. Offering aggressive marketing strategies to position your property for the sale in an ever-changing real estate market. commercial, residential, investment, land, and farm real estate services. Call or text Matt Massey for all of your real estate needs. Let's go Lightning! Enhanced Dental is redefining the dental experience by helping you achieve and maintain comprehensive dental wellness. Dr. Morris and his staff are highly skilled and trained in several areas of dentistry, including preventative and general dentistry, root canals, dental implants, and cosmetic dentistry. They pride themselves on providing painless dentistry with a focus on aesthetics and helping you maintain a healthy smile for life. Contact Enhanced Dental today to schedule your appointment and experience extraordinary dental care. Strike lightning. Window Windows 205 is a local residential home window replacement company. We replace your old windows with high-quality, American-made, energy-efficient vinyl windows that have easy open and easy clean features. Our windows are tinted, filled with low-E argon gas, and come with a lifetime warranty. Tad Samples is your owner, salesperson, and installer, so you only have to deal with one person. Please call today for your free estimate. Locally owned and operated by the Bates family, Clanton Tractor and Equipment has been a Kubota tractor dealer since 1988, located in Clanton on Highway 31 just south of historic downtown Clanton. When lightning strikes, call Craig Doris State Farm, your local neighborhood agent. With over 20 years of service, Craig and his team are ready to help you navigate life's storms. They provide customized planning and risk management to protect your property, provide financial relief in loss, and realize long-term investment goals. Contact them today at craigdoris.com. Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle. From minor bumps to unexpected injuries, Southern Immediate Care is here with expert care when it matters most. If you aren't feeling well, visit Southern Immediate Care in Helena from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week at 225 Helena Marketplace. Located in the 1022 Tower right next to Shelby Baptist Hospital, Dermatologists of Birmingham has been serving all ages in the Shelby, Chilton, and Bibb Counties area for almost 20 years. Discover healthier, more radiant skin with Dermatologists of Birmingham, your trusted experts for comprehensive medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology care in Alabama. Visit their website to book an appointment today. Visit Helena Hollow Entertainment Farm and Pumpkin Patch in Helena, Alabama for a day well spent. With everything from zip lines and 100-foot slides to live llamas and kangaroos, Helena Hollow has some form of fun for everyone in the family. Helena Hollow is open throughout the year for seasonal events including The Patch, Supper with Santa, Princess Brunch, Mother's Day Rodeo, and offers 3 event venues for birthday parties and other celebrations. Come see Helena Hollow, where the good times grow. With over 20 years of experience, Keystone Surfaces can make your natural stone dreams come true. They have accessible pricing, and the staff is always working to make sure their clients are 100% happy with the final product. They work with granite, marble, quartz, quartzite, onyx, and soapstone. If you're looking for exceptional quality for your next kitchen or bath project, give them a call today. Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Call Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba and trust the experience that counts. With over 17 years in this business, Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba has sold homes, flipped homes, and helped countless families and investors achieve their real estate dreams. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or your next big investment, she's got you covered. Call Mandy Welch at Exit Realty Cahaba today, because your next move deserves to be the right move. There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to planning for your future. Chandler Financial Group understands that your financial goals are unique and your needs are going to change at various stages of your life. With over 28 years of experience in financial services, they can help you tailor a financial plan that meets your unique needs. Call Chandler Financial Group today at 205-620-9499 to schedule your free initial consultation. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Osaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth. At Davis Orthopedics, we understand the toll that athletics can take on our bodies. Our sports medicine services utilize cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitation to help patients recover from injuries and surgery and get back on the field. Appointments are available online at mattdavisortho.com. Matt Davis Orthopedics is a proud supporter of Evangel Lightning Athletics. Team Massey Properties has 44 years of real estate knowledge and experience serving the real estate needs of Shelby, Jefferson, Chilton, and surrounding counties. Offering aggressive marketing strategies to position your property for the sale in an ever-changing real estate market. Commercial, residential, investment, land, and farm real estate services. Call or text Matt Massey for all of your real estate needs. Let's go Lightning! Window Wonders 205 is a local residential home window replacement company. We replace your old windows with high-quality, American-made, energy-efficient vinyl windows that have easy open and easy clean features. Our windows are tinted, filled with low-E argon gas, and come with a lifetime warranty. Tad Samples is your owner, salesperson, and installer, so you only have to deal with one person. Please call today for your free estimate. Enhanced Dental is redefining the dental experience by helping you achieve and maintain comprehensive dental wellness. Dr. Morris and his staff are highly skilled and trained in several areas of dentistry, including preventative and general dentistry, root canals, dental implants, and cosmetic dentistry. They pride themselves on providing painless dentistry with a focus on aesthetics and helping you maintain a healthy smile for life. Contact Enhanced Dental today to schedule your appointment and experience extraordinary dental care. Strike lightning.
My favorite part about Media Club is broadcasting the games. We learn how to do the audio-video setup, and producing a broadcast is a lot of fun.
Got to make the graphics for social media posts and learn how to update the ECS Athletics website, and we love Mr. Scott's birthday cake.
Locally owned and operated by the Bates family, Clanton Tractor and Equipment has been a Kubota tractor dealer since 1988, located in Clanton on Highway 31 just south of historic downtown Clanton. From minor bumps to unexpected injuries, Southern Immediate Care is here with expert care when it matters most. If you aren't feeling well, visit Southern Immediate Care in Helena from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week at 225 Helena Marketplace. When lightning strikes, call Craig Doris State Farm, your local neighborhood agent. With over 20 years of service, Craig and his team are ready to help you navigate life's storms. They provide customized planning and risk management to protect your property, provide financial relief in loss, and realize long-term investment goals. Contact them today at craigdoris.com. Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle. Located in the 1022 Tower right next to Shelby Baptist Hospital, Dermatologists of Birmingham has been serving all ages in the Shelby, Chilton, and Bibb Counties area for almost 20 years. Discover healthier, more radiant skin with Dermatologists of Birmingham, your trusted experts for comprehensive medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology care in Alabama. Visit their website to book an appointment today. Visit Helena Hollow Entertainment Farm and Pumpkin Patch in Helena, Alabama for a day well spent. With everything from zip lines and 100-foot slides to live llamas and kangaroos, Helena Hollow has some form of fun for everyone in the family. Helena Hollow is open throughout the year for seasonal events including The Patch, Supper with Santa, Princess Brunch, Mother's Day Rodeo, and offers 3 event venues for birthday parties and other celebrations. Come see Helena Hollow, where the good times grow.
Lightning in that first half. And real quick about our sponsors, I'm so happy that we have them on board to allow friends and family to watch this. I'm looking at some of the comments, and I see Drake, who's sometimes one of our camera operators. He's on base this week at Birmingham at the 117th, so I'm sure he and some of his buddies are watching. So it makes me feel good that we're able to provide this to friends and family. So I just wanted to say that because it is so special that we have this. But yes, first half, all Lightning. Things look good. Good news, Ben Davis, looks like he's all right. He was out with the team stretching and jogging as they were doing some of their warm-ups before the second half kicks off.
Yeah, and, I think we haven't gotten Ezekiel's best shot yet. I mean, I know we're under a hot clock at least to start this second half, but, they kind of shot themselves in the foot with 2 turnovers, the block punt. They got returned for a touchdown. So I expect them to correct a few things at half. And hopefully, from our perspective, the Lightning can keep the foot on the gas here in the second half.
Yeah, because we get this ball here in the first half, kind of like we did last week. So hopefully we can keep that pedal to the metal with our offense being led by Eli Black with that injured shoulder. Hasn't really slowed him down too much. We've had a couple of, misfumbled or some mishaps with our fumbles, so they usually get that worked out pretty good. But Eli's legs are certainly working tonight. We've seen some breakout runs from him, and really some different formations that our offense is coming out in. We've seen Max Watson spread wide out. We've seen Max Watson flank back there as a running back next to Isaac Griffith and Eli Black. As we hear the whistle from the referees for both teams to hit the field to start this second half for the Evangel Lightning, as we're here in Wetumpka, Alabama, facing the Ezekiel Knights. All right, so I'm trying to read the numbers out there. We have number 7, David Johnson on the front line, along with Zach Davis, a sophomore. Number 56, Whit Bourne, and Jackson Loudon. And then the next line of defense, we have Ben Davis, Max Watson, and Cruz Romano. And to receive deep, I'm guessing that's Trey Hope, but the referee is blocking my sight. As we see the Ezekiel Knights going to kick off for the first time tonight. Let's see who their kicker is. Yeah, and that's Trey Hope deep for our Evangel Lightning. And so that's number 33 for them. I don't have a number or a name for him, but here comes the kick. And
Stephen Goff.
Stephen Goff. As we pick it up, as that's Cruz Romano, he gets a guy to miss one tackle. He's taking up the sideline, but pushed out of bounds. Looks like right at the 40-yard line. Almost had some sunlight coming. Trying to see who pushed him out of bounds. Looks like number 24 for the Knights. That's Nathan Andrews. As our offense comes out again.
Yep, excellent field position. Looks like we got all the starters out there. Clock is running as we're under a hot clock. So I imagine we're going to see a heavy dose of Isaac Griffith, number 22, the sophomore, running the football. Maybe some design QB runs here.
A lot of movement down there. Usually that's going to go towards the offense when both sides are moving. Yeah, so false start.
Yeah, hard count there, and Lightning not all on the same page, just a mental error. You don't want to see that first play in the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up 1st and 15 for the Lightning. As with that hot clock, we're already almost at 10 minutes. So Trey Hope and Cruz Romano to the far side. Low snap, like you said, the handoff to Griffith up the middle. He had a little room, but they were really nowhere to go once he got past that front line. So that's going to bring up 2nd and about 13.
Yeah, in the past, I don't think they've started the hot clock until the second half.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm really
seen that.
confused. I guess maybe a rule change this year. But it'll be interesting if Ezekiel can get it back under 30 points, if they'll go back to a standard clock. Need to get the clarification from Coach Smith on that this week.
Yeah, so 2nd and about 13, 14, as we have 2 tight ends and 2 running backs flanking Eli. And it's going to be a handoff to Griffith. He makes a move to the inside. Hard tackle after about an 8-yard gain. And Knights have a guy down. Looks like he may have twisted an ankle or a knee. There's going to be a official timeout as they come out and take a look at that young man.
Yes, the guy that made the tackle just kind of came down awkward as he spun around Griffith to bring him down. So while they're checking on him, we'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Lightning Football.
Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle.
Is that number 7?
It is.
I'm sorry, we're back. That's number 7 for them. That's Noah Sawyer, their tough running back. I'm glad to see him walking out on his own power, so hopefully he can get back out there for the Ezekiel Knights. As this is going to be 3rd and about 7 for the Lightning, so a big kind of 3rd down here to start the Lightning off here in the second half. Eli alone in the backfield. Low snap again, and he picks it up. He's trying to hit the edge. He's going to try to throw deep to Hope. Hope goes up and makes a grab. Did he get his feet in bounds? They say no. So an incomplete pass. Trey disagrees with the call, but I would have too. But great hands And great job by Eli kind of keeping his composure there.
Yeah, hard to tell from our angle. The Ezekiel defender was kind of blocking our line of sight, but you know, great job just by Eli Black to pick the ball up without his, having his knee on the ground there.
All right, so that's going to make it 4th and 7 for Evangel, and it does look like they're bringing out the punt team. Sawyer Welch in the game, Cruz Romano, Jackson Loudon, as Trey Hope's going to line up in the punter position. Got to watch the clock here. They have a man deep. That is number 7, I believe. So Noah Sawyer back in the game as Trey has a high spiraling punt. Hits it about the 25. Oh, he touched that ball.
I think he did. Yes, he did.
Yes, and the Lightning get a big turnover. I think that's on the 5-yard line. So a tough break for the Knights right there. I'm surprised he didn't call for a fair catch as high as that was. Great punt by Trey Hope.
Yeah, when he decided to let it hit the ground, he should have just let it go and got out of the way.
And I didn't see who recovered it for us.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
But great job, great hustle by the Lightning as we have another opportunity here as Sawyer Welch comes into the game. Kind of giving Eli a break with this score. I think we're going to come in the double wing. It's a pretty common formation we come out when we're certainly inside the red zone or definitely inside the 10. Going to be a fake toss pitch inside, handoff to Griffith. He's trying to motor through. Great job. I believe that's number 12 for them. That's Landon Etheridge. Great pursuit inside there and just held on to Isaac for just dear life, which brings up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, another run blitz there. He kind of stunted to the boundary side, shot the gap, and just a missed assignment by the Lightning offensive line.
Yeah. As Welch stays in the game at quarterback, another one of our very talented sophomores. Again in the double wing with Davis and Griffith. Going to be an inside pitch to Griffith and knocked down immediately. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. I didn't see who hit him. I think, is that number 12 again? Yeah, number 12, that big Landon Etheridge. He's a senior, 5'11", 206 pounds. So certainly a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I like that the Lightning are staying on the ground here. I mean, I know it's a hot clock. They're just trying to run the clock and everything. But one weak area for us tonight, has probably been the run game. And haven't really been able to establish that. So that needs some work. This is a good chance to get some good reps in.
So Welch again right up under the center. It's going to be a toss and then a reverse inside handoff to Griffith. He's trying to break some tackles, but it's going to come down to about the 5.5-yard line. So it's going to be about 4th and 5 or 6 to the goal line. And Sawyer Welch with the long jog over to the sideline to get the play from Coach Smith. As we're rolling already, we're under 5 minutes here into the second half. That hot clock makes a big difference. So Welch with the play from Coach Smith. Jogs about 50 yards back to the huddle.
Yeah, the Evangel quarterbacks get their conditioning in just running to and from the sideline to get the play.
All right, so they break the huddle again in the double wing. Welch is going to, again, line up right up under center. Griffith in motion. Welch looking to pass. He's got a man. That's Watson wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Lightning!
Yeah, man out there for Ezekiel. He just kind of pushed him and then let him go. Not really sure if that wasn't his man. They were man-to-man or what, but
he fell for the pitch and just over-pursued and just never had a chance to get back over there. As Welch stays in for the 2-point conversion here. 38-0, your Evangel Lightning on top as the clock rolls down, 3:45. So Welch trying to sneak up under there. As small as he is, I think he hit through the line. He may have gotten in. Oh, they say no, but I think he got real close. I just think he got below their line of sight.
I think so, too. Not the biggest guy.
Yeah.
In fact, he's probably the smallest guy out there, but tough guy, hard worker in the weight room, and probably has the biggest heart on the team.
Yeah, and great football IQ out there for such a young guy.
Yep.
So the clock continues to roll as we wait for the Evangel Lightning kickoff team. Nick Sanders going to have to ice his foot after this game. All right, so there's the whistle from the ref. We're ready to kick this ball downfield. Kind of a deeper pooch. It's going to hit the ground. Little golf bounce as Romano's right there to take him out of bounds. It looks like at about the 34, 35-yard line.
Looks like Coach Wilson is staying with the starters down 38-0. Wants to see those guys make some improvement. And again, they haven't played really that bad tonight on offense. It's just been costly mistakes that's not allowed them to get any consistency with any of their drives and really even sniff the end zone.
All right, so we have a man splitting out. It's kind of a screen, and Romano almost right in there for a pick six. I think he was just surprised that the ball was on him that quick. For an incomplete pass, going to make up 2nd and 10.
Ben Davis is talking to him and said, why didn't you intercept that?
All right, so that is the end of the 3rd period. And we're going to swap sides.
They don't get much faster than that.
No, they don't. You didn't even get to finish your nachos from halftime. So it is 38-0, your Evangel Lightning on top as we end this 3rd quarter. We're going to take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Evangel Lightning football.
Enhanced Dental is redefining the dental experience by helping you achieve and maintain comprehensive dental wellness. Dr. Morris and his staff are highly skilled and trained in several areas of dentistry, including preventative and general dentistry, root canals, dental implants, and cosmetic dentistry. They pride themselves on providing painless dentistry with a focus on aesthetics and helping you maintain a healthy smile for life. Contact Enhanced Dental today to schedule your appointment and experience extraordinary dental care. Strike lightning. Locally owned and operated by the Bates family, Clanton Tractor and Equipment has been a Kubota tractor dealer since 1988. Located in Clanton on Highway 31, just south of historic downtown Clanton.
All right, we are back for the final quarter of this Evangel Lightning football game. Your Evangel Lightning up 38-0 over the Ezekiel Knights. It's 2nd and 10 for the Knights. Kind of a fake toss. It's going to be a deep, high pass over the middle, and I believe Max Watson didn't get his head around and ran into, that's their receiver number 2, David Jackson, a junior. I believe Max had plenty of time to turn around and look, but maybe a little panic set in and just threw his hands up.
Yeah, Parker Weston threw a floater up there, and you can see Max Watson hadn't done a lot of pass coverage.
So that's going to be a big first down, almost to midfield. This is the 48-yard line. They're going to take over 1st and 10 from there as they hustle up to the line, trying to make something happen for the Knights. And another drop back to pass. Looking deep over the middle. That ball's hanging up in the air as Ben Davis comes down with it. He's trying to hit the edge hard. He's got a couple of blockers in front of him and hit hard right at the 45-yard line by number 3, the quarterback, trying to get a little payback juice. This 3-on-3 crime as your Evangel Lightning take over again for the 3rd or 4th turnover of the night.
Ben Davis's 2nd pick of the night, and just kind of playing center field on that one and went up and got it the highest point. He's been a receiver for the Lightning for a couple of years now, and he turned into a receiver on that one. Well done.
All right, so we got a few new guys in there. Let's see, number 16, that's Jackson Morris, a sophomore. Kason Venable, number 13. Number 6, Grayson Holmes, a junior. And while they're huddling up, I'm trying to see number 64, that's Connor Lumen. He's a junior. So Venable and Morris are the wings. Holmes playing the tight end. As Venable hits the outside hard, there's nobody there. Can he outrun? There's going to be a flag on the play, possibly holding him, but he's heading hard. Taken down at the 20-yard line. Great speed by number 13. That's Kason Venable. But I believe, yes, this is going to be a holding call, and that's coming all the way back.
Yeah, actually 2 flags thrown, so confirmation there from the officials, and the big run by Kason Venable is nullified.
Yeah, but great, the new, younger offensive line in there, great job on blocking the guys in front of them. Gave him plenty of room to hit the outside as Sawyer Welch gets the call from the sideline, and that's going to make it, looks like about 1st and 18.
Yeah, Coach Hunter Smith is also subbing in some of his reserves and getting the starters out.
Yeah, so number 11, Jalen Sankey, a senior. I saw him go in. As we come back out in the double wing set, in Venable and Morris.
Apologies, I've been saying Hunter Smith for the last, 2 quarters. It's Hunter Wilson.
It's a toss pitch. As they try to get upfield, Morris taken down hard for a loss. I'm trying to see who that number is. Just turn your shoulders. Anyway, just great job by that corner coming up and making a good hard hit. Oh, that's actually the quarterback. That's Preston Weston, or Parker Weston. It's number 62 for them. That's Logan Farrow, a sophomore, comes in for the Knights. Going to make it a 2nd and about 22 for the Lightning. So let's see what our call is here to make up some of that yardage we've lost. So 1st down, Venable went to the far side, and more 2nd downs came around to the near side. Let's see what they got cooked up now as Welch lines up directly under center. As Welch is trying to kind of keep it around the end. Great blocking by Venable. Welch turns it up the middle, hit hard. Great run, about a 10-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
Welch kind of disappears behind that line and scoots to the outside and then does the rest himself by making a nice cutback.
All right, so it's 3rd and 12. And as the clock rolls on at 7 minutes, 15 seconds. Holmes again lined up at the tight end position. The toss pitch to Venable. He's got some room, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and 4. We'll see.
Coach Smith probably going to go for it here. No need to run because I say that. Looks like he is going to run on the punt team.
Little mismatch blocking. Evangels number 6, Holmes, going up to number 11, Jalen Zanke. About a 110-pound difference blocking right there. As we line up in the punt formation, they have number 21 deep for them. That's Jack Dowling. Nice deep punt by Trey Hope. going down to the 10. It rolls out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So great punt by the Evangel Lightning as the Ezekiel Knights will take over on their own 11-yard line. And we'll see if the defense brings in their subs for the Lightning. It looks like they will.
Coach Smith usually likes to see what the other team is going to do. Looks like the Knights do have some reserves in on offense.
So there is a timeout on the field, Evangel Lightning. So we're going to take a quick break with you. You're watching Evangel Lightning football.
When lightning strikes, call Craig Doris State Farm, your local neighborhood agent. With over 20 years of service, Craig and his team are ready to help you navigate life's storms. They provide customized planning and risk management to protect your property, provide financial relief in loss, and realize long-term investment goals. Contact them today at craigdoris.com.
All right, so we're back. Zach Curtis, number 11 in the game for your Lightning. It's a high snap. He's going to try to run it up the middle. Taken down hard. I can't see the number.
Zach Davis.
Zach Davis, as my colleagues are letting me know. I still want to get his number. 24 Zach
yep.
Davis, sophomore, 5'8", 167. Sawyer Welch in the game. Is that 57? I don't recognize. I don't have him on my roster. On the end over here. No, that's 53. That's Nivens is still in. Nice hard hit right up the middle.
Sawyer Welch. Sawyer Welch playing a little linebacker.
Yes, he is. All right. John Miller into game for your Lightning. As the clock rolls down, we're under 5 minutes at 4.5 minutes. A little confusion on the Lightning defense. Jackson Morris gets over here to the near side for coverage. It's a 3rd and about 5. They're looking to pass. Here comes Nivens hard. Turn around. Oh, number 13 for the Lightning right there. Case Venable almost had a pick, slipped down. That's going to bring up 4th and about 6. And we'll see what the Knights do deep in their own territory. It looks like they're in the punt formation, and we're sending, looks like Morris for the Lightning, number 16, Jackson Morris, deep. There's the snap. Nice high punt. Get out of the way. And number 24,
wow.
Just surprised, Zach Davis picks it up. He's trying to take it somewhere, and he's taken down hard at about the 26-yard line. I think he was just as surprised as anybody else that it fell right in his hands. So that's going to bring up 1st down for the Lightning with 3 minutes and about 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think that play kind of summarizes this game,
Yes,
doesn't it? I mean, it's
yeah.
kind of like the ball's bounced our way all night.
Yes, that's a great way to put it. We also have number 26, Jackson Bourgeois, the sophomore, in the game as we come back out in the wing formation. Welch again right up under center. And it's going to be a toss pitch to the outside. Good downfield blocking as he tries to get to the edge. And he's taken down after about a 5-6 yard gain.
It's Riggs Black.
21, Riggs Black for your Evangel Lightning.
The fourth
of
the Black family young men to come through Evangel. He's just a sophomore. No, I'm sorry, he's a freshman.
So Welch back in the game for the Lightning, along with number 11, Zach Curtis, the junior. All right, Welch under center again in this double wing set. Toss to number 7, Zach Curtis. He's trying to hit the edge. Nice pursuit. Tackled hard after about a 1-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Lightning as the clock is now below 2 minutes.
We're going that way, so it's first down.
Oh, first down.
Yep.
Oh, we did get the first down. Yeah, the chain style have been confusing me some, so I'm going to blame them and not my bad eyesight.
That's what I always do.
All right, so we break the huddle with 1:23 to go in this game. Zach Curtis and Riggs Black in the wing position. So it's a fake pitch of Sawyer Welch trying to get outside. Great stiff arm, staying on his feet. They're going to blow the whistle. Welch refusing to go down. Good downfield blocking by number 6, Grayson Holmes.
I love it.
It's just fun to watch these guys. As we're now below a minute, we'll see if we get one more playoff or if we just down it right here to make sure everybody stays safe. As the Rocky theme music, blares over the loudspeakers.
Well, a much better performance from the Lightning tonight. Definitely helps to have Eli Black back in the lineup. You know, it doesn't get any easier.
No, sir.
The schedule coming up, if my app will load here.
Yep. And Sawyer just taking a knee.
I know the Lightning are back home next week.
Yes.
Is it East Central?
You know what? I didn't print the schedule out this week. So as the clock rolls down, great turning point here for your Evangel Lightning as they top the Ezekiel Knights 38-0. And again, you know, the Knights just couldn't get it going. They had some unfortunate events happen, like you said, the block punt, some interceptions, turnover on downs, but not to take away from the Lightning and their just great return from a very tough loss last week, really almost a lackluster loss. So the energy has returned, a lot of new formations in there for our defense and our offense. So great game all around. The drive home will be a lot more pleasant this time around, heading back north. But great game. Glad to see no injuries out there. Glad Eli Black is back. So who do we have next week, Scott?
Lighthouse.
So Lighthouse at home.
At home, yep. Lighthouse, and everybody must be on max preps tonight because it's having some issues. Everybody's getting score updates and everything. So, yeah, but like you said, this is the first of a four-conference game stretch. Lighthouse next week. Southern Christian, who is probably my pick to win the conference this year, you know, and then East Central after that. So, fortunately, both Lighthouse and Southern Christian come to Evangel the next 2 weeks, so that'll be a little bit in our favor.
Yes.
But Southern Christian is going to be a force to reckon with this year with the Scott brothers, Jagger and Jed Scott. So we'll have our hands full next week with Lighthouse. We'll be back on the air, hopefully we'll get you a Coach Smith show next week. I had to go out of town unexpectedly this week, so we didn't have a Coach Smith show. But try to get that next week and maybe go on the air about 6:20, 6:30. And but hey, if you're in the Shelby County area, we'd much rather you come out and see us and support the Lightning in person than listening to us clowns. But we will have it on the air for you if you can't make it out. And until then, we will sign off. If our time is up, we thank you for yours. You've been watching Evangel Lightning football on the ECS Athletics Broadcast Network. Good night, everyone. Strike Lightning.